Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday today and for today's video I have a big book haul for you all. But I don't have all the books yet. I need to go pick some up from my local bookstore where I ordered them. There should be about like 10 books I think, or maybe 11, 10 or 11. I'm not sure, but I'm going through like a book crisis right now, which means that I just can't stop buying them and ordering them. I feel like this is how I'm handling the current situation in Ontario, is by escapism through books, okay? So I just have a problem and it's how I'm coping, is ordering a ridiculous amount of books. So I literally probably have enough books to get me through like the summer. I thought for today's video would make it really book focused because why not? Switch it up, make it fun. So once I pick up those books, I'm gonna sit down with you guys and show you every book that I got. I'll link all of the books down below if you guys wanna buy any of them. If you're new here, my name is Chelsea. Make sure that you're subscribed. I upload lifestyle content, so I do a bunch of fitness stuff and meals and books and basically just how to live a balanced, happy lifestyle. Let's get into today's video. All right, now we are finally off. Oh, hi dog, what a cute dog. Now we're finally off to go get my books, and my mom's paying for something too, but you know, quick little curbside pickup moment for my books. I'm excited. I changed my shirt, I'm wearing like a brown, cute shirt now from Princess Polly. Also, the lighting in my mom's car is like the most ideal because she's got like so many windows. Like she's got like double sun roof. Like it's literally like the best lighting you can possibly have is in this car. Oh, that is a chubby dog. Did you see that dog? Oh my god.
His belly was hanging.
Oh my god, its stomach was almost touching the ground. Holy hell. Anyways, off to the bookstore. I have my tea and I have my books and I'm ready to give y'all a book haul. I'm sorry, I can hear like dogs barking outside. I don't know what's happening. As I told y'all, I went a bit book crazy, okay? I ordered a ton of books. Even though I still have a ton of books I need to read, I ordered more. So I'm basically set for the entire summer. Probably. We'll see how fast I read. So obviously I don't really know much about these books because I haven't read them myself yet, so I can't exactly give you my opinions. But a lot of them are pretty popular, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I get sold by popular books. I see the book talk in the Bookstagram content and I'm like, I wanna read that, okay? You sold me. People sell me on these books. The first book that I got that I'm so excited about, I've been excited about this one since I first saw it, the cover of it. And I don't wanna say you judge a book by its cover, but this cover is absolutely stunning and that is Fable. I mean, can we talk about this? I love this cover, okay? I think it's beautiful. So from what I've heard about it, it kind of has to do with like pirates and being by the sea and all that kind of jazz. Let me read you the synopsis quickly. Welcome to a world made dangerous by the sea and by those who wish to profit from it, where a young girl must find her place in her family while trying to survive in a world built for men. For 17-year-old Fable, the daughter of the most powerful trader in the Narrows, the sea is the only home she has ever known. It's been 4 years since the night she watched her mother drown during an unforgiving storm. The next day, her father abandoned her on a legendary island filled with thieves and little food. To survive, she must keep to herself, learn to trust no one, and rely on the unique skills her mother taught her. The only things that keep her going is the goal of getting off the island, finding her father, and demanding her rightful place beside him and his crew. To do so, Fable enlists the help of a young trader named West to get her off the island and across the Narrows to her father, but her father's rivalries and the dangers of the trading enterprise have only multiplied since she last saw him, and Fable soon finds that West isn't who he seems. Together, they will have to survive more than just the treacherous storms that haunt the Narrows if they're going to stay alive. Something about books that are like pirates and by the sea really intrigues me. I'm a big Pirates of the Caribbean fan and this just, the idea of it sold me. So obviously I also had to order the second book in the series. Can we talk about this cover art? The way that I love that, okay? This is just little things that I'm like, wow, we love the creativity. So this is obviously just the second book in the series. I'm not gonna read the synopsis for this because I feel like it'll give away this book. Because obviously it's gonna be like, since you read this one, here's what happens next. And I don't wanna know what happens next because I haven't read this one yet. But basically it's the second book in the series. This is like a duology and I'm so excited to read this one. I feel like I'm gonna absolutely love it. It has amazing reviews online. So excited. I got a little rom-com romance book. I haven't read one of these in a hot minute, so I was like, I need to not just get all fantasy books, you know, we need to switch it up. So this one is called Beach Read. I believe it's like a rom-com kind of book. So it says, Augustus Everton is an acclaimed author of literary fiction. January Andrews writes best-selling romance. When she pens a happily ever after, he kills off his entire cast. They're polar opposites. In fact, the only thing they have in common is that for the next 3 months, they're living in neighboring beach houses, broke and bogged down with writer's block. Then, one hazy evening, one thing leads to another, and they strike a deal designed to force them out of their creative ruts. Augustus will spend the summer writing something happy, and January will pen the next great American novel. She'll take him on field trips worthy of any rom-com montage, and he'll take her to interview surviving members of a backwoods death cult. Obviously, everyone will finish a book, and no one will fall in love. Really. I'm excited. I love books like this, just like the whole, oh, let's make a pact. Like, we're totally not gonna fall in love. And like, you kind of know they're gonna fall in love, you know? So I'm really, really excited to read this one too. I feel like it'll be a really good summer read. So I'm probably gonna save this one for like later because just beach read, you know? This gives me like, I wanna read it at the cottage vibes. Then next up, I heard this book is really popular on TikTok. I've never actually seen the hype about this on TikTok, but I did, when I put a poll on my Instagram or a Q&A to ask people what they were reading, a couple people said they were reading this. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up. It's called We Were Liars. I know it's kind of like a mystery kind of thing. If anyone asks you how it ends, just lie. We are Sinclairs. We live, at least in the summertime, on a private island off the coast of Massachusetts. Perhaps that is all you need to know, except that some of us are liars. So I think the premise of this, from what I've heard, is like some girl, something happened to her back in the day and she's back in this like beach private island thing, and then somebody did something to her and it's a twisty and ooh, who did it? So I'm excited for this. We love a thrilling mystery kind of book, a whodunit, give me that twisty ending. Then next up, I picked up the Song of Achilles. I see this everywhere with people saying it made them cry. And you know what? I want to feel that. I want to feel those emotions too. There's nothing like when a book makes you cry. I know that sounds like maybe maybe you should go talk to someone if you're trying to find books to make you cry, but it's nice, you know, when a book connects to your soul and you're literally like, oh, it's a different feeling when you're reading and you start crying, because it's almost, when you're watching a movie, I guess, I don't know how to explain it, but when a book makes you cry, it's just like next level. Like, holy crap, you really got into my heart and soul with those words, okay? So I'm really excited to read this. I know it's kind of like a retelling of the story of Achilles, a Greek mythology kind of thing. I love Greek mythology. I loved learning about that in art history class and stuff, because obviously there's a lot of Greek art based off of Greek mythology. So it's just very interesting to learn about, and I'm really excited to just see how this one plays out. So the synopsis says, Achilles, the best of all the Greeks, son of the cruel sea goddess Thetis and the legendary king Peleus, is strong, swift, and beautiful, irresistible to all who meet him. Patroclus is an awkward young prince exiled from his homeland after an act of shocking violence. Brought together by chance, they forge an inseparable bond. Despite risking the gods' wrath, they are trained by the centurion in the arts of war and medicine. But when word comes that Helen of Sparta has been kidnapped, all the heroes of Greece are called upon to lay siege to Troy in her name. Seduced by the promise of a glorious destiny, Achilles joins their cause, and torn between love and fear for his friend, Patroclus follows. I'm probably saying that wrong. Little do they know that the cruel fates will test them both as never before and demand a terrible sacrifice. I can already feel the emotions with this one. Like, I know this is just gonna... Then, what do we have next? Oh yeah, I bought the entire Shadow and Bone series. I've never read anything in the Grishaverse. Is that how you say it? If I'm saying that wrong, please let me know. Probably saying it wrong. Grishaverse. And I know that everyone says to read not Shadow and Crow. What's it called? Six of Crows? I was like Crooked Kingdom, Six of Crows? So that's next. I need to read those ones too, but I thought I would just read this one first then read Six of Crows, then read King of Scars, is that what it's called? But yeah, I bought the entire Shadow and Bone series. Hopefully I'll love it. I saw like the trailer for the Shadow and Bone TV show, which I know people told me that it's kind of like a blend. From what I've heard is that show is a blend of all the characters from other stuff all together. But you know, whatever, this is a start. So once I finish the book I'm reading right now, which is The Assassin's Blade, I'm going to start reading this just so I can get this in before the show comes out. You know, I'll just have a little glimpse into the world before I watch the TV show. Just a little hint. So this one says, I'm only gonna read book 1, of course. Grishaverse, soldier, summoner, saint. Orphaned and expendable, Alina Starkov is a soldier who knows she may not survive her first trek across the Shadowfold, a swath of unnatural darkness crawling with monsters. But when her regiment is attacked, Alina unleashes dormant magic not even she knew she possessed. Now Alina will enter a lavish world of royalty and intrigue as she trains with the Grisha, her country's magical military elite, and falls under the spell of the notorious leader, the Darkling. Love that. He believes Alina can summon a force capable of destroying the Shadowfold and reuniting their war-ravaged country, but only if she can master her untamed gift. As the threat of the kingdom mounts and Alina unlocks the secrets of her past, she will make a dangerous discovery that could threaten all she loves in the very future of a nation. Ooh, love that. That just like, that gets me going, you know, that gets me excited. So I have this one, and then we have the second book, which is called Siege and Storm, and the third book, which is called Ruin and Rising. I got the Kingdom of the Wicked. I heard really good things about this book as well. I know there's a second book coming out pretty soon. I've seen the cover for it, but I thought I would get this one. So it says, ooh, we love a map. Okay, so this one says, 2 sisters, 1 brutal murder, a quest for vengeance that will unleash hell itself in an intoxicating romance. I hope this is like enemies to lovers, you know? Amelia and her twin sister, Vittoria, are Shrek. Okay, it's spelled, let me just put it on the screen here, S-T-R-E-G-H-E, Strech. Witches who live secretly among humans, avoiding notice and persecution. One night, Vittoria misses dinner service at the family's renowned Sicilian restaurant. Ooh, Sicilian food, yum. Amelia soon finds the body of her beloved twin, desecrated beyond belief. Devastated, Amelia sets out to find her sister's killer and to seek vengeance at any cost, even if it means using dark magic that's been long forbidden. Then Amelia meets Wrath, one of the wicked princes of hell she has been warned against in the tale since she was a child. Wrath claims to be on Amelia's side, tasked by his master with solving a series of women's murders on the island. But when it comes to the wicked, nothing is as it seems. We love that again. Again, probably another morally gray character, okay? He's from hell, but we're gonna like him. I feel like he's probably gonna have a lot of sarcasm, because whenever they have characters for some reason that are like bad or from hell, they always have the sarcastic wit just like oozing out of them. And I love that, you know, we love like a sarcastic, witty character, and they're always the ones from hell. And then last up, I picked up another thriller, murder kind of book. I don't know why the sun just came out, but it did. Hello, sunshine. How are you today? The Wife Upstairs. This is like an adult thriller book. Those were like my OG for so long. I never really read young adult books. I was only reading like adult thrillers for a really long time, or adult romance. But recently I've gone kind of into young adult again. Are you ever too old for young adult? I don't think so. I'm gonna read the synopsis of this. Meet Jane. Newly arrived to Birmingham, Alabama, Jane is a broke dog walker in Thornfield Estates, a gated community full of McMansions, shiny SUVs, and bored housewives. The kind of place where no one will notice if Jane lifts a discarded what are these names? I don't even know how to pronounce that in my head. Like, my brain can't even pronounce that. In jewelry off the side tables of her well-heeled clients, where no one will think to ask if Jane is even her real name. Meet Eddie. Recently widowed, he has become Thornfield Estate's most mysterious resident. Ever since his wife, Bea, drowned in a boating accident with her best friend, their bodies lost to the deep. Jane can't help but see an opportunity in Eddie. Not only is he rich, brooding, and handsome, but he could also offer her the kind of protection she craves. Yet, as the two fall for each other, Jane is haunted by the legend of Bea, an ambitious beauty and successful entrepreneur with rags to riches origin story. How can she, plain Jane, ever measure up? And can Jane win Andy's heart before her past or his catches up with her? With delicious suspense, incisive wit, and a fresh feminist sensibility, The Wife Upstairs flips the script on Jane Eyre in a timeless tale of forbidden romance, ill-advised attraction, and a wife who just won't stay buried. That is my book haul. Those are all the books that I got, and I'm really excited about all of them. If you guys can't tell, talking about books gets me so excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you want me to do another book haul in like a couple months when I probably buy a ridiculous more amount of books because I have a problem, I can totally do that. So leave me a comment down below if you enjoy it, and definitely give this video a thumbs up if you do to let me know, because obviously it's a bit different than the normal content that I do. Anyways, I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching my little book haul. I love you guys so much, and have a great Sunday.